Alright, let's look at the new update. Community servers, requested community updates, combat log, lootable underwater crates, new recycler animations, increased small box storage from 12 to 18, increased large box storage from 30 to 48, diesel fuel for use at mining quarries, added blood clouds and water effects when attacked by a shark. Fixes. Counter number no longer visible through walls. Fixed a bug causing players to get invalid shots when targeting a player on a moving rowboat rib. Ow. Fixed a bug where players could clip through ceilings using ladders. Getting your 5 a day now triggers when a player has eaten 5 fruit vegetables within a single day. Player position no longer affects boat push mount interaction. Player no longer only see boy when irradiated and in cold water during the night. That's actually huge. Players' cameras no longer pull downwards at particular depth while swimming. Quest items for tackle of the day no longer missing. Radiation now damages players correctly. Yeah, I saw that. I actually had that glitch. The player's hand no longer moves back and forth while holding an item and riding a horse under certain conditions. Treasure hunt mission now finishes once the treasure box has been completely looted. Bradley remains non disappear when destroyed. Fixed texture issues at the airfield dome, lighthouse, train yard, harbor, satellite dish, and oil rig. Gaps in terrain no longer appear at outpost. One-side buildings now render properly. Oil rig cargo helicopter no longer flips over and dies when an explosion occurs underneath it. Oil rig smokestack flames no longer cast a shadow in the sun. Players are no longer able to get stuck between recyclers and hobo barrels. Outpost. That's huge. Players can no longer shoot scientists' hands that clip through walls at large oil rig. Player no longer gets stuck in gaps in the mining outpost roof. Happened to me once. Scientists no longer stuck inside the vent on top of the red keycard room on the large oil rig. Cargo ship no longer flickers in and out of view. All NPCs now use their respective character models and gear. Animal footsteps are no longer missing. Lovely. Attack helicopter no longer orbit around players who aggro it when in safe zone. Boats no longer lose buoyancy when pushed off of floating junk piles. Chinook patrol area now matches Steam version. Oh, really? Door controller lights are now the correct color. Fixed the number of instances where Z fighting could occur. Fixed an issue where players could glitch through a cliff by placing sleeping items beneath it. Fixed animals' corpse ragdolling when killed by a player. Fixed gaps between rocks and terrain. Fixed river source particle effect when bright at night. Fixed rubber banding that could be seen when helicopter floats across the map. Fixed various textures, flawed and collision issues. Half wall no longer flickers when walking backwards slowly. Impact decals on mineral nodes are no longer shiny and reflective. Light meshes now have emissions. Mission vendors no longer hard lock the game. Night length is no longer 50 by default. Okay. Players are no longer able to clip through certain ice sheets. Players are no longer able to clip through certain foundations using a kayak. That's nice. Players are no longer able to get inside the high external stone wall from the bottom. Oh, come on. Players are no longer able to shoot through siren lights placed on metal braziers. Okay. Remains now appear when the attack helicopter is destroyed. Sheet metal wall no longer has static lines during the afternoon. Stone and wood roof wall no longer has gaps. The hostile timer radius around the safe zone is now reasonable size. Fixed orientation of acoustic guitar when held by player. All storage slots are now usable in the rowboat storage. Dropbox storage doesn't take extra items from players' inventory. Alright. Fix the issue where the large furnace would not give comfort when turned on. Fixed boat animations. Fix the Python revolver orientation when placed in auto turret. Fix the RF transmitter so it no longer adds 0-1 automatically and the red light works correctly. Fix the rug crafting recipe. Holo sight, simple handmade sight. Zoom ins are no longer different when changing between 60 and 90 FOV. Oh. Incendiary rockets now match the Steam version. Oh. Items are now sent to the rear container of the Dropbox when the player submits the items for the front container. Jackhammer now auto hits all sweet spots. Kayaks no longer get launched high up in the air when shot with a rocket. Lock crate collision no longer persists after looting it. Memory cell lights now show correctly. Miner set light is no longer too intense on close objects. Close. Object placement silhouettes now shows red when hovering over a spot where the held item cannot be placed. Player is no longer restricted to diving master vision despite player character and gear. Pump jack fuel storage is no longer accepts any items, only low grade fuel. Rib storage now matches the Steam version. Scientist suits are no longer available at cost from the vending machines. The amount of water that is manually given is now capped to the maximum amount that the water pump can hold. The cooldown timer between beds and sleeping bags are now independent when first placed. Oh, that's nice. That's actually wall deployable electric components can no longer be placed on walls. Water bucket no longer clips through player's hand at certain perspectives. Water purifier no longer transfers when nothing is connected. Correct prompts now show when looking at horse being ridden by other players. Red text no longer appears when rotating an item or when a player bleeds out while another player is in their inventory. Rotate prompt no longer shows when equipping netting item. UI elements no longer overflow onto other UI elements. Beeping SFX is now heard when entering codes using button shortcuts. Python Revolver auto turret now has correct SFX when firing. SFX now plays when hitting a melee weapon against any object underwater. Change the rate of which players could spawn on tiny islands disconnected from the main island. Fixed a freeze that could occur when looking at the water purifier and holding deployables. Options are now saved accordingly while in a server. Reporting a player with comments no longer causes an empty code of conduct windows to appear. Oh, that's, bro, happened to me so many times. Let's go over to Skin Store. Yo. Alright, let's just go. Not really that cool. I mean, it's an MP5, but AK kind of reminds this. Oh, this is Loki giving me shipping container vibes, right? Like the C update on PC. Is that just me? Hatchet, Loki giving me Walking Dead vibes. The Negan bet. Well, that's our first like pickaxe that's different, you know. Hammer, kind of. Oh, that reminds me of like Thor's hammer. Thor. But Hazzy skin. Eh, no. I mean, like, that's okay. Best thing out of that is the AK. Hold up, what's the other? Not even. Maybe the SAR, actually. Yeah, probably SAR. Just now. It's been in here for a while. Oh, yo. All BP's instant craft. Huh.